Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, The Adventures of Craft Beer and Baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 31 for December 1st, 2020. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Here is the lineup card for today. Angelo Trinidad from Aliso Viejo, California. Welcome.
Hey, Michael. Hey, everyone.
Welcome. We're not going to have Kevin Lyon on again at the first part of this show, so he'll be coming on a little bit later. I am Michael Mondragon from Sierra Madre, California. Before we get started, it is Giving Tuesday. So, Angelo, I know that you have something that's you're pretty passionate about that you'd like to talk about.
Yeah, so for hashtag Giving Tuesday, if you haven't found an organization to donate to or to check out or support, I encourage you guys to visit toysfortots.org. So Toys for Tots takes unwrapped brand new toys and gives them to the less fortunate. So a number of ways you can donate. They have a virtual donation box on the website, toysfortots.org. You can usually find a Toys for Tots donation box outside of most retailers or inside the, like right when you walk in for most retailers. But something I've always been passionate about, and even more so now that I have children. I know there's kids that aren't as fortunate to receive the gifts or the presents or have the means. Parents don't have the means to do that. So love to support them. And I typically try to support Toys for Tots by donating wrestling figures. So I would encourage you guys to do the same. So hashtag Giving Tuesday. So make sure you find a way to give back.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I've known about Toys for Tots for years, and one thing that and we should also be mindful of this because we have like so many baseball cards now that are probably just sitting there. They actually, I'm not sure if they take them specifically, but I know other organizations actually take baseball cards and then they'll just like package them up and give them out to kids that are less fortunate as well. So something we might think about doing in the future. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yep.
Because I know that we have ones that are valuable, obviously, but there's a lot of paper in there, and I'm sure that a lot of people would just love, to have those types of things. I know that I would have loved that as a kid, definitely. So one thing I'm passionate about is my girlfriend's nonprofit, and she runs the International Support Fibromyalgia Network. And right now she's doing a candy drive. And actually, Angelo Trinidad, you are the recipient of some of this candy that I purchased. Also, Kevin is too, which he'll be happy to know. And so let me share it here. If you're on YouTube, there's a pinned comment. So it's a link that goes straight to this. All of the candy that you see here, there's a lot to choose from for the holidays. A percentage of the proceeds go to her nonprofit. So anything you buy here is going to go straight to her nonprofit. So I'm not sure what the percentage is. I actually should have checked that out before I said anything. But this is her page, Support Fibromyalgia Network storefront. Again, the link is in the pinned comment on YouTube. We will definitely share it on the other platforms, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So yes, please, if you're able to, and you want to buy something for someone, you're doing double good. You're doing a present, and you're also contributing to a very worthwhile cause. My girlfriend is very passionate. She's had fibromyalgia since her teens, and she started a nonprofit because of the lack of kind of knowledge and research that's going on right now. She actually goes to Washington, D.C. and actually pushes advocacy for getting if fibromyalgia has $10 million in research allocated, she's pushing for 20 million, 40 million. So she's actually putting her money where her mouth is and actually going to Washington, D.C. and getting in front of people that make all the decisions. So she's doing a lot of great stuff for people who probably couldn't speak up for themselves because of what they go through every day. So I definitely wanted to put that out there. And thank you so much for letting me share that. All right, so let's get back to what we are drinking tonight, Angelo. I know that you have one that actually I've had recently that I'm really happy that you got to have as well. So let me put that up. There's a lineup card. And so what are you drinking tonight, Angelo? And also, what are you wearing anything special tonight?
Yeah, so tonight I am drinking from Modern Times Brewing, the Ilara Hazy IPA. So I picked this up last week while doing some I guess this was this was for Thanksgiving. I was doing some Thanksgiving grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, and if those of you that know Trader Joe's is very similar to Target. You go in for two things and you walk out with a bunch more. So this was one of the things I walked out with, because usually Mondays are my designated day to pick a beer for the Tuesday show. But this one is 7% ABV, 45 IBU. This one has blend of mango, papaya, and apricot, which I found interesting, and brewed with Mosaic and Amarillo hops. So this is definitely a tasty, hazy IPA, a little bit lighter than probably what you'd be used to with the hazy IPA. I believe hazy IPAs are usually around the 55 to 65, 70 even IBU, which is right your sweet spot, Mike. But this one's 45 IBU, and it's described as the perfect way to end your summer before you head into the fall. So this is a really good beer, very tasty. The citrus is very apparent in the taste. So I'll definitely be drinking this again. And today I am wearing one of my Black Friday weekend purchases, one of my few Black Friday weekend purchases. I didn't go too crazy this year, but this is from Baseballism. It's the Life is Too Short to Take Fastballs Down the Middle t-shirt. So, and I picked up one more shirt that I'll be wearing on next week's show, but they had a sale. I couldn't help but take advantage, but I definitely held back, not like I did last year when I spent way too much money, but cheers.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you for that. And I enjoy this beer very much. And I think I've created a monster, Angelo. If you start liking Modern Times beer, it's a gateway to a lot. They have so many great beers, so you're going to want to try all of them,
and in a wide range of flavor. Because this is the second Modern Times beer I had. The first one I had the Mai Tai edition one. Remember we talked about that, which was like I was completely surprised at what it tasted like when I had it, because I definitely was not expecting that. Very sour and tart, and that's kind of their specialty from what I've seen. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying some more of their stuff. So
yeah, and a lot of their other beers are like their hoppier beers are like super great. I mean, there's a place actually downtown LA called the Dankness Dojo. And so I made it over there whenever I go down to downtown LA. It's so great. And actually, speaking of Modern Times, when Kevin comes to speak about his beer, he actually had this one. There's a Modern Times that opened up in Anaheim recently, and they did a collaboration with another brewery that's literally like walking distance from there. It's called Unsung. So it's called New in Town, which is there you go for the Modern Times. Actually, they're supposed to. I think we talked about this like in an earlier blogcast, but they were supposed to have like a pool and everything, and it was supposed to be like this really cool setup. Obviously, because of COVID, it got kind of plans got a little thwarted, but it did open, and subsequently I think shut down because of some sickness of somebody got sick there. So I'm not sure if it's there currently, so it's probably on hold a little bit, but Kevin was able to get this beer, which I'm sure he'll come out and talk about when he comes in. And speaking of sours, my beer tonight is a collaboration with Pocock Brewing Company out of Santa Clarita, California, and RT Rogers Brewing, which is actually walking distance from me here in Sierra Madre. And it is a fruit beer. It is 6.3 ABV. And okay, so it's called Trade Secrets. This is a lemon tart strawberry smoothie. Now, I hate. Okay. I won't say I hate it. It's a little misleading, the smoothie part, because that kind of really, you would think that it was probably more frothy or something like that. It's actually very sour, and but it is one of my favorite beers of this year. I can honestly say that. This one will be pretty hard to get you might have to come to this area to get it, or go to Santa Clarita to get it, which is actually kind of north of LA. It's by like Magic Mountain. But it is great. And they have another beer that it's a trade secrets, but it's actually a mystery. So the cool thing about that one, and I'll post it on our Instagram. The cool thing about that one is on the side of it, you actually have a QR code and you can actually guess what you think is in that. So it's actually a mystery sour beer. I think it's like cranberry and cherry, but they have all these listings of what it could be. So you actually can guess. So that was the fun part of these beers that they're doing collaborations with. So super limited. I'm not sure if you might, where I saw it online, it was actually sold out. But if I do see it again, I'll definitely post about it. But I love exploring and getting these other collaborations, but also beers that I might not get, or might not go to right away. So this has been fantastic. So I definitely highly recommend it if you see it anywhere. Yeah. So let me do this really quickly. I'm going to go through. Ed's here, 31, the Reggie Miller episode, going basketball there. Bubble Pug, thank you so much for joining again. I see her all the time on Hall of Fame baseball cards on all those breaks. I mean, she is stuck to the computer just like I am. All day, all I do is just like keep on these streams. So thank you for joining us again. We really appreciate it. Colin's joining us. Yeah, we had a great Thanksgiving. Yep. What about you? What about you, Angelo? Do you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I had a great Thanksgiving. We kept it quiet and low key. We made our first traditional Thanksgiving meal as a family. My wife made a bacon wrapped turkey.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And it was fantastic. And at first I was wondering, okay, well, what's the concept of a bacon wrapped turkey? Because obviously the bacon's going to cook much quicker than the turkey, right? So the bacon was like burnt to a crisp, essentially. But the first bite into that first piece of breast that I took, I knew exactly why you wrapped it in bacon. So all the grease and the fat just was soaked by the turkey, and it was very, very good. So.
That sounds amazing. I'm getting hungry because I haven't had dinner yet. So. Kevin's tripping over dozens of empty beer bottles as he gets his way home. Definitely. And Chad M., thank you for joining, one of our secret benefactors. Thank you so much for joining. And also David. Thank you for joining us tonight. Let's see here. Let me go to. I wanted to make mention. That's what I was tripped up on. I'm wearing this is the Alebrijes de Modesto. Nice. This is actually the Modesto nuts. So this is the hat of them. This actually ends my run of this year of new hats. So I'm going to have to start with a recycled hat. So this was my last a new hat of the year. And I have the Wisconsin cheese curds, which it was last year I went to Madison, the Madison Mallards, which is an independent. It's actually a college wood bat league in Madison, Wisconsin. So I went there, and for the night they were the Wisconsin cheese curds. So I still have yet to put out that video, which I will do. I promise to do at the beginning of next year. Yes. All right. So let's do this. Oh, and before I forget, you were talking about baseballism. Next episode, I'm going to release a whole bunch of ways that you can actually support the Beer Baseball blog. One of them is getting a discount at Baseballism. Nice. So I will definitely talk about that. We have a lot of great plans, a lot of ways that you can help us support. We're actually trying to grow. We're going to get Kevin Lyon. We're going to upgrade his equipment. We're going to upgrade your equipment, Angelo, and hopefully people can help us out, but also get something back in return. So we're definitely going to make that happen. So this is this day in baseball history for December 1st. I am excited about this one. You would think that there would be nothing happening in baseball on December 1st. Quite the contrary. December 1st, 1954, the Yankees and Orioles complete the largest trade in Major League history when 17 players, including Don Larson, Gene Woodling, and Bob Turley, changed teams. The first phase of the transaction began November 18th and will conclude today after the major league drafts. Now,
Wow.
17 players. That's quite an overhaul for teams. I don't think I've ever heard any. I mean, I remember, what was it? I think 8 or 9 players in one trade was considered huge. So 17 players is humongous. Do you know of any trades that you can think of offhand?
They're definitely not 17 player worthy for sure.
Yeah.
And that, I don't think because of today's salary caps and all that stuff, I don't think it would even be feasible to have a 17 player trade.
Yeah, and a lot of trades now sometimes there's just salary dumps, which we'll actually talk about later. That some of these they're just to kind of get rid of players or reposition. You're right, with the salary caps and all that stuff.
Luxury tax, so that was the word.
Luxury tax is another factor for sure. Yeah. December 1st, 1956, Reds outfielder Frank Robinson, who was not on the team's roster in spring training, is unanimously selected by the baseball writers as the National League Rookie of the Year. In the American League, future Hall of Famer Luis Aparicio is selected as the American League Rookie of the Year, beating out Indian Rocky Calavito and Oriole Tito Francona. So his son, Tito Francona Jr., actually was a Indians manager. Yep. December 1st, 1964, the Colt 45s become officially known as the Astros, an appropriate name given the team's proximity to Houston's National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA. Due to a dispute with the firearm company, the 3-year-old expansion franchise needed to change the club's name. I know I wasn't even aware. I knew that there was, the 45s are named after the gun, but I didn't know that there was a dispute between them, which makes sense.
Yeah, I was always under the impression it was like a publicity thing. Like there were a lot of complaints that they were named after a gun brand or something like that. That's what I would have assumed, not a dispute between the team and the sponsored company. So
yeah, and I believe the Washington Bullets was exactly why they changed their name to the Wizards, because of the high murder rate in Washington D.C. and they were known as the Bullets. It was kind of a bad look, I guess. And for those who don't know, and probably not, this is a Colt 45. I thought it would. Because I never actually probably saw one in person, but I decided to look it up, and this is what it looks like. So December 1st, 1971, the Cubs announced Ernie Banks will serve as coach with the club next season, ending the infielder's 19-year Major League Hall of Fame career. Mr. Cub, the team's first black player, won back-to-back MVP awards in 1958 and 59, and in 1999 was named to the Major League Baseball's All-Century team. But I want to make mention of this picture because I am almost positive I have never been this happy in any picture I've ever been in.
And he also looks superimposed.
He does. And to add more to this, you're absolutely right. It certainly does look superimposed. He would be receiving this throw from the dugout if you look at it. So it's a little bit of bad technique here, but I guess he made the out. All right. So Kevin has not joined us yet, but this is one that I was hoping that he would be on for.
He's watching, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely watching, but wanted definitely to get his feedback on this one, but I will go on with it anyway. December 1st, 1983, Alan Trammell and Sweet Lou Whitaker, playing as themselves, make a cameo appearance on the hit show Magnum P.I. After the private detective, portrayed by Tom Selleck, complains at a bar about missing the last game of the homestand, the team's double play tandem, who he doesn't recognize, gives him a business card, which the tickets are for the sold out game. As the line goes, you'll be sitting behind home and first. We'll be between first and third. So I thought that was pretty clever. Now I couldn't find this footage. It was actually blocked everywhere I tried to find it, which was kind of a bummer. Because I definitely wanted to see that one. Selleck, who often wore a Detroit Tigers hat in the show because it was his childhood team growing up. It just happened he just happened to fit that in there. This is actually Tom Selleck in 1991 at spring training. He would play long toss with the late Al Kaline, his childhood hero. So I thought that was cool. And it was right before this movie, Mr. Baseball, which was the 92 comedy. It's listed as a comedy film. I don't remember this being too funny. But now, have you seen Mr. Baseball?
Yes, I love this movie. And I can see why it was listed as a comedy. I guess it's more of a romantic comedy, essentially, in theory, gotcha. I guess. But yeah, I mean, any baseball film I've had a keen like for. So this was definitely one of my favorites as well. Actually, I watched this one in a hotel like 2 or 3 years ago. Actually, it was on TV. So
is that right?
Yeah,
I saw it recently too. It's not. I'll have to admit, it's not one of my favorite baseball movies, but I always do stop to kind of watch it and try to reinvest in it. Just as my due diligence, because I don't want to hate a baseball movie, but it's absolutely not one of my favorites though. But it's still growing on me. And one person who's grown on me very much is Kevin Lyon. Now on deck. Now he's now in the game. Get in there, kid.
I heard Tom Selleck, and I literally ran in my apartment. You know.
What do you remember about Mr. Baseball?
Believe it or not, I never saw it.
Oh, really?
I know. I'm like, oh, here it is. Like, yeah, no, never. I never saw it.
What about Magnum PI? Did you see Lou Whitaker?
I never saw that episode. I don't recall it, unless if I watched it when it first aired when I was a kid. I was like, oh, that's really cool. That's weird that you would pick those two players of all people. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Two Detroit Tigers. What year did you say it was?
It was 83. So what was that before Gibson?
Now, Gibson would have been there then. I was just wondering if it was after the 84 season, because they won the World Series in 84.
Right. They said 83.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's interesting. And then they probably filmed it in the 82 off season.
Oh, that makes sense too.
It got filmed in by the winter of 82 or the spring of 83 before the season started. Because I'm assuming that all got filmed in Hawaii. As far as I know, it all did.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so let's get Angelo back in here. There he is. All right. So December 1st, 1998, due to the acquisition of all-star backstop Mike Piazza, the Mets deal fan favorite Todd Hundley along with right-hander Arnold Gooch, which I have never heard of. Arnold Gooch.
Nope, no idea.
Here we go. Let me get Angelo back in here.
Yeah, no worries.
They traded Todd Hundley and Arnold Gooch to the Dodgers for outfielder Roger Cedeno and Charles Johnson.
Charles Johnson? I remember Charles.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Because he was from the Marlins, and then New York sends Johnson to Baltimore to obtain closer Armando Benitez. Now, if you're not familiar with Armando Benitez, he's actually responsible for a huge fight in 1998 versus the Yankees when he threw at Tino Martinez. That's actually I should share that on our playlist. It is actually it's a wild brawl. That one's crazy. So, but this not is so much about that. I saw Armando Benitez and I go, wait a second, that name sounds familiar. And I was like, well, did he play for the Marlins? And it turned out he did. He played for the Marlins in 2004 and 2007. Mm-hmm. So, but I go, I don't think this is the Marlins that the Marlin guy I'm thinking about. And it's not. It's actually the guy I was thinking about was Antonio Alfonseca, which you can see why they're very similar. Wow. And Alfonseca played for the Florida Marlins from 97 to 2001, and also with the Marlins again in 2005. So this is where it kind of gets a little muddy for me. All but the reason why I say that is because Antonio Alfonseca has actually something that's very distinguishable about him. Can you tell me what that is?
Oh, no. Is it something with his fingers?
It is.
I think that's why I can't remember what it was. I don't know if he had an extra digit or something like that. Something crazy like that.
His nicknames were El Pulpo
Yeah.
the octopus,
Yep.
the dragon slayer, and 6 fingers, because he has 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot.
Oh, anyways, those too. Whoa.
Yes, it's a condition known as polydactyly. And he actually is not ashamed about it. He's actually, I think his father had it too. And he's actually very open about it. And he actually, if you look closely there, he has like right here on his palm, he actually has another finger. So you can actually see when he cups the ball, he has 6 fingers when he throws a pitch.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I saw that name, I'm just like, oh, I hope this is a 6-finger guy, because I can't wait to talk about him. And it turns out it wasn't him.
I've never seen it. I've never seen his hands. I've never heard about this guy. I'm like, well, this guy has 6 fingers. I think there's another pitcher way back when who had 6 fingers too. And
there was also one with 3 fingers.
Oh,
3-finger Brown.
3-finger Brown. That's what I was thinking of. That's right.
Yep.
Was it Mordecai's first name or something?
Yeah, Mordecai Brown, I think.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, right, exactly. Nicely done, Kevin.
Fingers, but maybe it's 6 fingers because he has 6 fingers total.
Wow, crazy. Crazy. Okay, now our next one is actually December 1st, 2000. So I want to make a statement up front. Kevin, this guy should be in the Shrine of Eternals. And it's surprising that he's not. Because this guy, do you know, can you identify him just by his, just by this picture? You too, Angelo, can you identify him at all?
I cannot.
You made a mistake because I saw the title of the show, so I was like, oh, there he is. Otherwise, I might not have known, because I don't think of him as a Met. I think of him as a Cub. That's why Mr. Wendell was.
Okay.
Mr. Wendell.
Yes, that's right. Turk Wendell.
Yes.
Who wears the uniform number 99, agrees to a 3-year deal worth $9,999,999.99 with the Mets.
That's
okay.
Great.
Now, the New York reliever, who had asked in his pact as an option year in which he would play for free, but the plan was unworkable because of baseball's collective bargaining agreement that sets a $200,000 minimum salary. Now, if you notice around his neck, Turk Wendell wore a necklace made from the claws and teeth of various animals that he had hunted and killed.
Oh my God.
Okay. If you look at the back of this card, he's actually chewing out. He used to chew black licorice. I'm not sure if it was in lieu of tobacco, but this used to be his gimmick. And all these baseball cards would immortalize all this stuff, his super quirkiness. When entering a game or leaving the field, he would always take a colossal leap over the baseline.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. Like he was like high jumping. Okay. He played with the Cubs, Mets, Phillies, and the Rockies, ending his career with the Rockies in 2004. Now, he at the beginning of each inning, he would repeatedly draw 3 crosses in the dirt and the pitcher's mound, which you can see on the back of this card right here. He often brushed his teeth between innings. Some claim that he did it between every inning. Okay. And while brushing, he often hid in the dugout, either by ducking behind objects or facing the wall. So, and there's YouTube footage of this happening.
Oh, that's great.
He would also slam the rosin bag into the mound before facing batters. And then sometimes he would throw his glove into the stands after leaving the game.
Wow.
Okay. You would think that all this is hyperbole. It's completely not. And I haven't even scratched the surface.
Okay, come on, give me some more.
Okay. He would insist that the umpire roll the ball to the mound instead of simply throw it to him. Often he would let the ball hit him if he threw it in the air and then stop, because basically his whole thing was that the ball had to stop before he could pick it up. Okay. So he would let it hit him and then stop, and then he'd pick it up. Okay. And I remember this one off the top of my head. He used to do a thing. So, when, right before the inning starts and the batter's going to come to bat, they throw down to second, that catcher throw down to second, right? Then they go around the horn, back to the pitcher, right? When Turk Wendell would get the ball back, he would point to the center fielder and just hold it there like this. He would just point until the center fielder pointed back at him, and then he would go to pitch.
That's awesome.
Daily Sports Talk says, yes, superstition at its finest.
Oh yeah.
He was all about the superstition. And I totally remember him from this. And I got him confused with another player. When I was a bat boy for the Phoenix Giants in the mid 80s, there was another player and I thought it was him, but I think it was somebody else.
It's Tia.
There was a similar player who didn't like to be touched. So as the story went, this one catcher tagged him. I guess he had OCD. So the catcher tagged him and then it ended the game. So he ran into the dugout. But usually the guy was so obsessive compulsive, like he would touch the guy back just, for his own OCD. Well, the guy, they ran off and they left and he was all bugged out about it. He actually went to the guy's hotel, knocked on the door. The guy came to the door and he touched him and left. So I will find out who that is. And I thought it was Turk Wendell, but it's actually I guess it's somebody else because he was after. Yeah.
Yeah. When you look at the back of the card, it looked like he came up at around like 90-ish. Something I didn't know, he came up in the Braves system. I saw that on the back of that card. And then he got traded to the Cubs. I'm like, okay. Does he wear 99 for do we know why? Because I always think, what's the reason why he wears 99?
It's a tribute to Major League.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
right
Charlie Sheen's character. So, which I wasn't aware of, but I think that's why he did it, and that's why he did all the 99999. So, I thought that was pretty brilliant.
That's awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that is this day in baseball. Yeah, that was a fun one, and who would know that there would be so much on December 1st, right? We have so much to talk about, and there's no baseball. Not I don't think anybody's playing baseball. Not around here. That is.
Maybe in Mexico or something like Dominican Republic. There's some winter leagues, There's some weird leagues. I don't know about right now, but
Yep. All right, so let's get to baseball card pack wars. As always, we get all of our baseball cards from Hall of Fame Baseball Cards in Arcadia, California, HOFBC.com. Daily Sports Talk wanted me to congratulate Kevin for winning packs on Daily Sport Talk Instagram channel.
I was going to plug that at the end. I was going to talk about that at the end, but I'll do it really quick. If you have Instagram, you can look him up on sports_cards_heaven. And sometimes he has stuff he's been up for sale. He'll show some autographed cards he has. And I saw last week he was doing a Thanksgiving giveaway of 2 packs of the 2020 Topps updated series. And it's like you just reply with and tag 2 people. And I did, and I won. So
there you go.
Follow them. He's doing another giveaway around Christmas time. So follow them, follow him, follow directions, and you might win some cards too.
Yeah, definitely support. Definitely support. And well, Kevin, you were the big winner of some packs, but you were the big loser last week, going 0 for 4, and actually tumbled out of first place. But the standings are very tight here. So I was even going to throw it out to you, and I don't know if I said this publicly before. It might have been on our side chat, but I'm thinking maybe on our last show we should do all baseball cards. The whole show do baseball cards and see. So it's almost like the what is it? The like the New Japan Dome.
I think if we have 9 packs, we should do like a 9-inning thing.
that would be great. Best of 9. So we should definitely do that. And maybe
9 innings. Let's do 9 rounds, and and then we find our grand winner.
Yeah, and then maybe we could even for every inning we could actually have a different point total. So different innings. I think that would be fun. So we'll get that together. That sounds like a lot of fun. Here are the baseball card pack wars rules. We're going to open up our packs. A relic card knocks out 1 player of choice. An autograph card knocks out 2 players. High number card wins in round 1 and 2. The first and second round are worth 1 point. Third round is our wild card, worth 2 points, and there are special stipulations for that. We all drink when we get a Brewers card, and Cowboy Jack. I don't see him in the comments, but he's probably drinking somewhere after every card we pull. So let's do it. Let me switch this over. All right. So Kevin, I'm gonna go with you first.
No, I got the cold streak going though, so that's why you want me to go first. All right, I'm gonna start off with Topps League Big Baseball 2020. And I didn't get a chance to talk about my beer. It is called New in Town. I heard you talk about it. The thing with this place is, I think it's called Leisure Town. I think is the name of it because you mentioned the Dankness Dojo is the name of the LA one. It has a pool. That was my Black Friday purchase. I went and bought a 4-pack of this. It's good. It's outdoor dining, so when I went there, you could sit down and eat. It's a vegan restaurant. And I just got some beer to go. And as you said, like that night, I go online and I see they had to close like that night because one of their employees got tested positive for COVID. And I'm like,
oh, geez.
I'm glad I didn't stay there. I'm glad I just got my 4-pack and just walked home. That was my Black Friday purchase. So cheers. This is really good. I didn't see an IBU on this, but I have a feeling it's a pretty good high IBU. It's like an 8.5%. So it's pretty hoppy. But if you like IPAs, you'd really enjoy this.
Yeah, it's you said it was a double IPA, correct?
Yes. Oh yeah,
yeah.
I get those tops. Yep.
Yeah, it's actually 8.5 ABV.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't see an IBU because I.
Oh, gotcha.
I literally just took it out and opened it right when I was signing on to here. But I just want to talk about that real quick. And Unsung, I think we talked about on the show before, but literally it's like a block away. And hopefully Unsung has like maybe my favorite beer coming out in a couple weeks. Hopefully, you know what that is, Michael. That Snickerdoodle beer.
The Snickerdoodle, yes.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully get you to celebrate and have some of that. All right, let's see what I got here. I got Bryce Harper, Ahmed Rosario, Brian Anderson, Jake Rogers, Ozzy Albies. I got the caricature. This is Juan Soto. My orange is a Matthew Boyd, Steven Strasburg, Giancarlo Stanton, and last but not least, soon-to-be former Angel Andrelton Simmons.
Right on.
All right,
Angelo, you're up.
All right. Big League Baseball 2020. That one wasn't a clean rip. A little bit of a disappointment, but it's okay. Carlos Santana. Herman Marquez. Gavin Lux. Eduardo Rodriguez. NL Walks leaders. Reese Hoskins. Juan Soto. And Yasmani Grandal.
Nice. So is he a brewer there?
Yeah,
he's a brewer there.
All right.
Yeah, wait a minute. I saw a brewer in the middle.
Max Muncy.
Well, that's one of the inserts. Very good.
Flipping out. My orange parallel is Jose Abreu.
Your American League MVP, right?
That's correct. Xander Bogaerts. AL hits leaders. We have Whit Merrifield, Rafael Devers, and DJ LeMahieu. And last card is Chris Davis.
Right on. All right. So here we go. Big League Baseball 2020. All right. Starting off with Bryce Harper.
Uh-oh. Hang on.
Ahmed Rosario.
Yeah.
Malik Smith.
Okay, now it's different.
Oh, you're thinking the same one?
The first two was
Nicky Lopez. Brian Anderson. Ronald Acuna Jr. This is roll call.
Yep, very good.
One of Kevin's ex-favorite. Well, is he your ex-favorite player on the orange parallel? Cole Calhoun.
You can't say ex-favorite. You know, he's my favorite Angel. I'm still going to support the guy.
Yeah, you still follow him.
Yeah.
Pete Alonso, award winners. Right. Alex Bregman. And Steven Strasburg. All right, Kevin, what's your high card?
I don't like going first.
No?
I don't like going first. 199 out of a 300 set.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. That's taking it right there.
What do you got, Angelo?
I have a 246.
Ah.
I mean, that's not that high. All right, Michael. Extend your
So-
lead.
271.
There you go,
Extend
Polar
your
Bear
lead.
Pete.
Polar Pete. All right, so I guess I don't have anything but Big League Baseball.
You don't have any more pro debuts? We all.
I guess I don't. I don't know. I don't.
I thought you.
I thought I did too, but I don't have anything.
You left. You got
I
that.
thought so too.
draft.
I don't know. So I'm just gonna go with. Let's just go with Big League Baseball again.
Oh, that's funny. I still have like 4 packs of.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
You gotta look for them.
I'm looking
All
right
right.
here.
That's fine. Well, it's okay. We'll
Okay.
look at what do you do next week.
So Carlos Correa, Trey Mancini,
You only picked it because he keeps winning these.
yeah, Gleyber Torres, Eugenio Suarez. Stolen base leaders. There is a brewer on here, which is
Yeah.
Christian Yelich, Trey Turner, and Ronald Acuna Jr.
It's weird that Chris.
So,
Wow,
drink
Chris
up.
basically, I'm like, that still seems like what?
Mm-hmm. Roll call this time is Jacob DeGrom.
All right.
Award
That's
winner,
interesting.
the Orange
you go back to
Parallel
that card?
is Shane Bieber.
Can you go back to that Jason DeGrom card? It looks like he's like running the bases.
Yeah, I love it when they have pictures.
Like of a picture, I'm like, wait a minute, is it him or Thor, who's like a really great hitter? One of those two is actually like a hell of a hitter.
Yeah.
I thought.
I think Syndergaard is actually a really good hitter. Yeah. Aaron Savale, Marcus Simeon, and last one is Hunter Harvey from the Orioles.
Right.
All right. Angelo, you go next.
All right. All right, much better rip this time. So we got Starling Marte, Carlos Carrasco, Juan Soto, Tim Anderson,
That's a great card. In flexing.
Justin Verlander, insert defensive wizards, Javier Baez. Orange parallel is Victor Robles. We have Mitch Garver, Otani Shohei,
Yeah.
and Jesus Aguilar.
All right, Kevin, you're up.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Angel, be sure you take a good look at that Tim Anderson card. That looked like a pretty special card the way he was flexing there.
No, that's the base.
I know, but I just
Okay.
thought it was a cool card. That's all.
Yeah, it is a cool card.
All right. Let's see what we got here. We got Michael Franco. National League whip leaders. That would be Jack Flaherty, Jacob DeGrom, and Hyun-Jin Ryu. We got Brandon Crawford. Matt Chapman. Chance Cisco. My caricature in this pack is Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Cool.
Orange parallel is Freddie Galvis. There. And American League doubles leaders, Rafael Devers, Xander Bogaerts, Marcus Semien. We got JD Martinez. And goodbye.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
wow. That's an awesome card.
Trent Grisham.
Opening act. Very good.
It's numbered.
It is. Oh. It is? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's number 26 of 99. Very nice. All right.
Angel, what are the odds of that one? Do you see that on there?
One out of every 181 packs.
Wow, I was gonna say that's pretty, and it's an orange parallel with, so that's
Yeah.
very rare.
Oh, the orange one is 1 every 327.
Oh,
Wow, nice.
Woo! Thank you, Trent
And
Grisham.
it's Trent. That's great.
It's
man.
Trent Grisham, one of, former
That's
Brewer.
right.
I mean,
Yeah,
poor guy. The guy I feel the most bad for in baseball. Poor guy. I'll drink up to him.
Yeah,
Wow, that's great.
the cold streak has ended. Yes.
All right. Yeah, exactly.
Nicely done. My high card was 273 in that one.
Mine was 281.
Oh, see, yeah.
Let's see. Would I have beat you guys anyway? Just for a laugh. At least I
All
got
right.
200 cards this time, but no, I only had like a 264. That's all right. I'll definitely take that card. That's a beauty.
Yeah,
All
that's super cool.
Wild
All
card for
right.
you.
Let's see here. I got to think of here. Let's go with National League East.
Okay.
That
Gotcha.
could be different depending on if you have an old pack or not. And I got 2020 Topps Series 1.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with
Okay.
2020, so that we'll see what Angelo gets.
Okay. So now I got to remember all the NL East teams. I picked the division like, all right, wait, Mets, Marlins. It's Mets, Marlins, Nationals, and I'm the Braves. Is Braves
Yeah,
right?
Braves
Yeah,
and Phillies. Braves and
Thank you.
Phillies. Yeah.
Well, I starting off hot. Jacob deGrom. There's one. David Bote. Nope. Chris Archer. Nope. Not a East player, but Brewer. Get your beers ready, ladies and gentlemen. Kristen Yelich.
There you go.
Yelly.
Hey, my buddy Dalton Brown from
Hey, Dalton.
Round Rock, Texas.
Oh,
Joining.
right on.
Yes.
For the Express.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good. You look, I didn't say National League guys because so far I've had all National League players. Paul Goldschmidt. Let's see. We got J.P. Crawford. Looks like I might have picked the wrong division here. Luckily for you guys. Kevin Pillar. Gleyber Torres. Garrett Cole. Caleb Smith. Finally got another one there. Max Scherzer, World Series champion. There you go. There's another one. I got an insert of Topps now of Yordan Alvarez. Very good. We got Shane Bieber and Austin Nola. So I have three National League East players.
All right. Angelo, you're up.
All right. Let's go on my bag here. All right, so I have Topps Archives
Ooh.
baseball.
This will be interesting. How many cards?
8
Like
cards,
8,
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. We have a question here because what if he gets an old card with a player, of an old player? We'll see how we get.
We'll have to make the determination.
So I have Jake Fraley, Dylan Cease. I have Reese Hoskins, so there's one.
There's one. There you go.
George Springer, Javier Baez. Get your beers ready for Master and Apprentice, Yelich and Castanera.
That's a double.
You have your double IPA for that double card. Double brewer.
Joe Morgan.
See
and
that?
Ronette Odor, so I only had one.
All right.
All right.
You got your 10
2020
cards.
baseball. National League East. So Nationals are in that, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Nationals, Marlins, Braves, Mets, and Phillies.
All right. So American League pitchers, so that's not gonna cut it. Chris Bryant.
Nope.
Home run leaders. There's a Met on there, but that doesn't count. Oh, does that count?
I think it should.
Okay.
I think it should.
Clayton Kershaw. Definitely not East. Central. I think they used to be in the East, right? The NL East.
That's why I was waiting to see that Joe Morgan card. But it was him on the in Houston, it looks like.
AL East, DJ LeMahieu. David Price on the orange. Come on. Oh, I'm getting lucky with these 3.
Oh, geez. So wait, you got 2 there.
I got 2 on there.
Oh my! Who's the third guy? That's Rue, right?
It's Soroka. Soroka from the Braves. DeGrom from the Mets.
Yeah, that's 2. Oh, we're tied.
Shane Bieber and Cool Whit Merrifield. So we go to another one, right?
So what do you think? Angelo's the neutral party here. Do we count each player as on that card? Or you just got the card as a
What,
whole?
was it all AL East? Or
No.
NL East?
No, two
No.
out of the 3 players were from.
Does that
Yeah,
count
you
as one or
can't-
two?
It counts as 2.
Okay, so we're tied.
Okay, so
You had
let's.
2 leaders cards that saved you there. All right.
Okay, so,
Okay, so-
before you guys go on to the tiebreaker, so
Yes.
I had 3 packs of pro debut left.
I
put
have
one-
4.
I put 1 in my wild card bag, and I opened the other 2 as you guys were opening your packs. Look at this card I pulled.
Oh no. You should have waited.
I should have waited, but dude, this card it's a Corbin Carroll pro debut baseball
Oh
medallion.
wow,
card.
look at that! I
Jeez.
love those cards, those medallion cards.
This was the only card in the pack.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, how cool!
The only card in the pack.
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
number 13 out of 99.
Woo!
So yeah.
Way to go.
Wow,
So it's
that is cool.
they probably only put that in there because they want to because of the weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is definitely like a 72 point, if not more. But
Yeah.
I just thought I'd share that with you guys.
Wow.
Awesome.
That is cool.
Whoa.
That
Yeah,
is
I
cool.
still have 4 left because Michael got an autograph that 1 week.
Yep.
We didn't
Yep.
get. I didn't get to open them. So I have 4
Alright.
left. I'll figure out what to do with mine later. All right.
So tiebreaker.
So way to go, Trinidad. You want? Well, let's just go big league baseball and we'll go lowest card.
Okay, go for it.
All right. You want? Do you want to go together here? You want to just
Yep.
do
Okay.
it?
So here I go. We'll do it simultaneously. Actually, Lyle.
I mean,
Put
we're
it-
still going to look at cards anyway. So hold on. I didn't do a very good cleanup there. All right.
So we're going with lowest card, you said?
Lowest card.
All
Should we
right.
look at the card? Are we going to show off the cards? You want to just look at the lowest number?
Let's just look for the lowest number.
Well, let's make sure you don't have any inserts first, or
Yeah.
any no autographs or.
No, nothing here. Okay, so
Yeah, I don't have an autograph or an insert. I'll hold on. I do have a brewer. First things first. Priorities. Brewer.
all right.
Any other
So we drink up.
Hang on. I got 1. Make sure I don't have any more brewers. Oh, I got 2 brewers. 2. There's your walks leader. I got 2. But that would be Yasmani Grandal. Thank you, Yasmani.
So we're just doing regular cards, right? Not the inserts. So like
Yeah, we established that before.
like that card is not.
yeah, because
that's an
can
insert.
see if they can count
Okay.
this one, which is FO7. See, that's not fair.
Okay.
Did you have any brewers?
I did not have any brewers.
Did you
But
have,
I have
any?
I have my low
no
card.
relic? No relic or autograph?
Mm-mm.
All right. You want to go first while I look? Because I got sidetracked.
My low card is David Price at 49.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, you killed me. Like, this is crazy. Like, I think mine is 80.
Oh
I'm
wow.
double checking right now. Yeah, 80. Ian Desmond,
There you
80.
go, Mike.
Jeez, Big League Baseball is not good to me today.
Avenge the loss.
There you go. Yeah, but he got 3 there.
Yeah.
You
So
extended the lead. 3 to
it's heating
1.
up.
2 more on us. You're inching towards winning your own championship.
but I think it's building to that crescendo at the end of the year where we're gonna have that
We'll
big
figure out the-
fireworks. It's gonna be like our Tokyo Dome show.
Oh, jeez.
Although it's just gonna be one night, not 2 nights.
It's gonna be our Cardamania.
Cardamania, love it.
Coming to you live at 2 a.m.
Yeah, yeah, we'll be at 2 a.m. Yeah, so
Yeah.
everyone wants to join on.
No.
We're gonna do it Japanese style for sure. Okay, so let's
Definitely
get
have
to
the
some
Japanese
baseball
card
trivia
packs.
to round it out. Let's test your knowledge of baseball. All right. Which Hall of Famer was teammates with his brother on the Indians, Padres, and White Sox? Now I'll give you a hint. It's modern. It's not an old one. It's not going to be.
I had an instant inkling, but I don't know for sure if it's it or not.
Okay.
It's going to be instantly, but I don't know if it's him.
Okay.
No, it's not. There's no one else I can think of. So I'd ask a question, but I think that would be too inquisitive of a question.
And please, in the comments, if you have a guess too, we'd love to see them.
I gotta think who else. Now I gotta get off my one idea and see if there's anybody else I can think of.
I know the family, but I gotta think who the Hall of Famer is. The
Oh,
Hall of Famer is Roberto Alomar.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Yep.
Holy cow! You guys nailed it. It was I thought that would be really hard. That is
Well,
that is
that's what I initially thought. Mainly because I knew for a fact they played together on the Padres.
Yeah.
But
And look
you
at
still
them. There's their dad.
But when you said it was modern-ish area,
Yeah.
or era, that's what solidified that.
Even before you said that, that's the only person I could think of. I can think it's Robbie Alomar.
yeah. Bubble Pug and Ed got it. Very, very good. And Sandy Alomar Sr. in this picture as well.
That's really cool.
And I don't remember them all playing together here. I mean, I think this was
No, I remember them on the Padres. That's what made me think about. I don't remember them being on the White Sox.
I don't remember. I remember the Indians. I don't remember the White Sox.
He played right at the end. That was his last team. So I wasn't even aware of the White Sox either. So I always think that these are too hard, so I have to give it like a little bit of a hint. But you guys nailed it. Nicely done. Very impressed. Impressed with the comments as well.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Okay, so this one may or may not be easier.
Uh-oh.
Which Hall of Famer in his last 10 years of his career walked just 86 batters in over 600 innings pitched?
Oh my gosh.
This would be considered modern too. Not as recent.
I was gonna say Dennis Eckersley.
Angelo, do you have a guess?
I was gonna guess Randy Johnson, but as soon as he said Dennis Eckersley, I think Kevin's right.
Well, it's a reliever, and that's the only one I can think.
That's right. Then that's why, because
it was either him or like a Lee Smith or something. Yeah, I saw the look on his face. He's like, I can't believe you just got that.
Wow.
That was kind of
like I spent so much time trying to research all these things, and you guys got them in like 2 seconds. Very impressive. Very impressive, guys. Ed says he loves spitting Roberto Alomar. I do too. That's a story that still has not been solved as to the real what happened on that exchange. But
I also like how you tried to throw us off with the last 10 years of his career because he only played 11 years.
Well, see, that just took some simple math. I'm going, wait a minute, this guy pitched 60 innings a year on average in those 10 years. And I'm like, it's a reliever.
Well, I mean, these are the years that his last 10 years. So he started with the Indians like 74.
Right. He was actually a starter, I believe.
He was actually a starter, right?
Yeah. Well, still even back then in the early 80s, it wasn't like every team had like had the guy in the bullpen. It'd be like a Rolling Fingers to Dan Quisenberry. You know, they had the Rolaids Award for the best fireman. They used to call them the fireman, but not the fire. You know.
Yep. Bruce Sutter and Raleigh Fingers would always get that award.
That could have been like Lee Smith. I mean, Lee Smith could have been this. That's the first guy that came to my head. So I'm like, I think it's him. Because not all those guys are in the Hall of Fame either.
Kevin with drunken psychic powers.
I got like one. All right, I got one. Get out of here.
It's your go-go juice. I mean, that's awesome. Awesome job, guys. I'm very impressed. Unfortunately, we're going to end this on a kind of a sad note. There was actually 2 people that passed away. Tommy Sant actually passed away today.
Right.
Now, I'm not sure if anybody would really know who Tommy Sant is. I know him because when as I mentioned before, I was a bat boy for the Phoenix Giants in the middle 80s. He was actually the manager of the Portland Beavers.
Oh, wow.
At the time. And I remember him because he had this, if you know who the golfer Craig Statler is, he had a very, or Lanny McDonald, the guy who plays hockey for the Calgary Flames. And he had this sort of like really distinguishable mustache. Mm-hmm. Now, Tommy Sant didn't play in the major leagues. He actually played only like 2 seasons, batted .209 and only 67 career at bats. But he made his mark as a coach for the Portland Beavers, the Buffalo Bisons. He was also with the Buffalo Bisons. Nicely done, unplanned. serendipity, and he was also the manager of the year for the Hawaii Islanders of
Yeah,
the Pacific Coast League.
I have my Hawaii Islanders shirt on.
Exactly. Yeah, that would have been great. But he actually made more headway with Jim Leland. He was actually on his coaching staff for the Pirates during their runs. He was actually, there's a video that I will share in the playlist. Lloyd McClendon has this meltdown where he actually takes first base and actually walks away with it.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Tommy Sant is actually at first base, and he's the first one that argues the play. So he's a part of that. But
That's
he
awesome.
actually was with Jim Leland in '97 when they won with the Florida Marlins.
Right on. All right,
Now, Kevin, you're gonna like this too.
Yes.
He went to Pacifica High School.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
In Garden Grove.
Yeah, he's from my hometown. Oh my goodness. As is Alan Trammell was born in Garden Grove. Going way back to your little clip. I feel like I mentioned it before, but
See, it all comes around.
It all comes around.
Anybody who says that there's not enough to talk about in December about baseball hasn't watched this show.
Yeah, they're not around us.
Now, the other guy is Bob Miller. Now, Kevin, I have his statistics and everything but do you want to explain who Bob Miller is?
Well, I mean, the reason why I found out about this is like he was one of the group called the Whiz Kids. That's what you know known for. That was like the nickname for the 1950 Phillies, who made like an amazing run and made the World Series, and had like Richie Ashburn. That's like the main guy people might know. But it's interesting. There's, I believe now after he passed away, there's only, I believe, was it 17? I think was the number, like 17 Major League ball players still alive.
Oh yeah, 17 men who played in MLB in the 1940s.
Yes. Oh, and was that the list of in World War II as well?
Well, okay, this is the way it lists. It goes with his death, there are now 13 living men who are veterans of both World War II and Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Wow.
There are 17 men who played in the MLB during the 1940s.
Right.
And with Kurt Simmons is thus the last living 1950s Philadelphia Phillies whiz kid.
Yeah. That was an amazing team for that year. Like, that's back when the Phillies, I mean, you think the Phillies now wasn't really doing anything. Back then, that was like the first time they ever really did anything from my recollection. I mean, heck, they were almost second fiddles to the A's. They were second fiddles to the Philadelphia Athletics, for like a long time.
Yep. And there was another Bob Miller who played for the 62 Mets, which is not to be confused with him. But I
brought in somebody else, Bob Miller, the legendary LA Kings hockey announcer.
Right. Yeah. So that when you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, like, no, he just retired. Whoa. Yeah.
Oh,
so
if you don't know who Bob Miller is, I believe he also was doing some announcing like the Mighty Ducks movie, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So ending on a sad note, but definitely contributed to a lot of history of baseball. So we definitely want to give a cheers to these great men, Tommy and Bob.
Right.
All right. So that is the show we have for you tonight. As always, thank you. Please like and subscribe. We're going to have a lot of things next week about how you can support the Beer Baseball blog. It is very simple. It's a lot of affiliate links, or we talked about it earlier. Ways to purchase stuff that kind of gives back to, as Adam Carolla says, puts some wind in the sails of the pirate ship. So definitely, we would definitely love your support. We really appreciate everything you do, but we also want to help you out too and get you some good stuff. Kevin, do you have anything to plug?
I mean, I say it all the time, especially right now with, we have some stay-at-home orders going on around LA and the Orange County area. Support your small business. So if you like beer, support your local brewery. If you like your major league team, I say it every week, look up their minor league teams, buy something from them. I don't know if there's still some sales going on, but a lot of teams are doing some great discounts on, this week for sales because they need income because they had no season. So we want these teams to stay alive. That's a crucial thing. And I'll say it earlier, but I'll say it again. If you like cards, look up on Instagram, if you have it, at sports_cards_heaven. I won a couple packs of cards for them this week. They're going to do another one soon, or you can look at whatever autographs he has. Sometimes he sells some cards. So I got to plug them because I got something good coming from them.
Yeah, definitely. And we're also going to probably have some stuff. We might have some giveaways coming up. Also, we didn't talk about this, but minor league baseball kind of restructured.
Yeah.
So there's actually some teams like the one I comes out top of my head is like the Orem Owls, which don't even have an affiliation anymore.
Right.
And so they've kind of restructured that. So I would definitely check out some of those and see some of their shops. They might be selling off stuff pretty cheap coming up soon. Angelo, anything to promote?
Yeah, so again, as we talked about earlier, for Giving Tuesday, toysfortots.org. Aside from here, you can catch me almost every night on Big Teach 45's Twitch stream. So twitch.com/BigTeach45, Instagram.com/BigTeach45, Facebook.com/BigTeach45, live streaming and playing Call of Duty Warzone. So you can watch me be not good and ride the coattails of my teammates. And thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate all your support. And like Mike said, stay tuned for great things to come on the horizon. So appreciate you guys.
We appreciate all of you watching and supporting and doing your thing. We're going to have a couple asks. I mean, they're going to be very small asks from the people that watch us. But we think that you'll enjoy it. Angela, let me ask you really quickly. What is the best way to support on Twitch? Is it watching? Is it liking? Is it subscribing? Or what's the best thing to do?
Yeah. So right now, Ryan, aka Big Teach 45, is looking for 100 likes across all platforms. So he's pretty much even on all of them right now. So just giving a like on the Facebook page, giving a like or subscribe to the Twitter and the YouTube, and a follow on Instagram, and that'll be essentially what he wants. And he talked about it on the Happy Hour, as we're talking about Beer Baseball or Giving Tuesday. He talked about this on the Happy Hour. He's in his day job, he's a special education teacher. So eventually the goal is to create a platform for him to create advocacy for special education students and for funding for special education programs across different schools. So that's kind of his end game and end result. So the quicker we can get him more subscribes and more likes and more followers, the more awareness and advocacy we can create around that.
Fantastic. And speaking of Happy Hour, we were going to have another Happy Hour on December 12th, and it's at 4 o'clock. Right?
4 p.m. Pacific, yes.
Yeah, so we're going to have a special guest. We're going to be talking some wrestling and baseball. Angelo, I'm just throwing that to you. I don't even think you know this yet. Hopefully you'll be able to join us as well on December 12th at 4 p.m. for the next Happy Hour. So that is it. We will not see you at the brewery. We'll not see you at the ballpark. Hopefully soon. Put on those masks and we can probably nix this a little bit quicker, but we'll see what we can do. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week here at 4 p.m. on Tuesday.
6 p.m.
Hey, 6 p.m. Don't get
By the way, I always say 4. You can come at 4. We might be here.
I won't. Sorry. I wish.
6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night.